So one of the easiest and arguably best first automations to create with Make.com is collecting and storing responses from an online forum. So this task is useful no matter what industry you're working in, and it's a great first project to be able to collect those responses and then use Make to filter the responses you receive and do different things with the data other than just storing them in a Google Sheet. So in this video, we'll be covering setting up a simple Typeform survey for IT learning resources, and then we'll be using Make.com to store those responses in a Google Sheet, and then later on we'll set up a filter to do different things with those responses, such as sending an automatic email back to a person or a user that filled out the online form. So this is a great starter project if you're brand new to Make.com or automation platforms in general and you're looking to get your hands dirty quickly. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is to set up a new Typeform form. You'll have to create an account if you don't have one. They have a free plan which gives you 10 responses per month. And I already have the form set up here, but to set up a new form, you just go into your dashboard and create a new form. And I actually used the AI feature that you can create with AI and all forms, and you describe the goal of the form. And so I just put in like IT learning survey or something like that, add important topics, some keywords, business information, and it'll spit out a form that you can use and tailor to your needs. So we're going to use the one that I already created earlier just to keep things more streamlined. And we'll go to my workspace, IT learning survey. So once you have everything set up in your form, so you'll have different topics that you're addressing. I'm asking for email address, I'm asking for country, just to, if I were to actually use this for an actual form, to tailor some of the responses that I'd be able to give to users based on what country they're in for IT resources. And there's just a few different questions in here. So what are your preferred learning resources for IT topics? That's a drop down. Which of the following IT topics are you most interested in learning about? How do you prefer to stay updated on the latest trends? In your opinion, what is the best way to get a job? So a little bit of their input. And what specific skills do you think will be most in demand for IT jobs in 2025? So you'll set up your form. There's all kinds of different things that you can receive responses for. So once you have your form set up, we're also going to go into our Google Sheets. And if you're using Google, you'll have access to that. And we are going to create a new Google Sheet and to leave it as is. Basically, you can set up headers for each of the questions, and really you can have it reference whatever you want, or if you want, it can just dump data in there, and then you can structure it later. But I guess we will just use these resources that I already have set up, and I will delete these out. So here I have all of my different responses. So email, country, preferred learning resources, IT topics. There we go. So we have the two pieces we need. We have the Typeform set up, and then we have our Google Sheet where the responses will get dumped to. So next we are going to get into Make.com. So go to Make.com, set up an account if you don't have one. We'll go to our scenarios and builds. And so I already have one set up here, but we're going to create a brand new scenario for this. And to set up our modules, so we're going to set up a Typeform module. And for this, we're going to be watching for responses. So we'll have this run every so often. It will bring in watch responses instant. It will trigger whenever a new response is submitted. Okay, and then we're going to set up our webhook so that it'll be able to see whenever that response has been created. And we are choosing our account. So it'll have you go through the initial setup of connecting your Typeform account that you just set up. And I have to update my permissions. Let's do that. So yeah, this is just basically gives it access to be able to do webhooks. Perfect. And then it's going to have you choose a form ID that it should reference. So we have our IT learning survey, which is the one we set up before. And check if you want to send responses to the webhook immediately, and it's enabled. Yes, we want that. So as soon as someone fills out the form or we test it, it will send that webhook over to Make. So we save that. Great. So instant from Typeform. And then really it's pretty simple. We just add in another module, Google Sheets, and this is going to be update a row. So each of those responses will be pushed in. So you'll set up your Google connection. I already have mine set up, but you just add it. It basically just does a authentication. We will search by path, spreadsheet ID, and my drive. And I have make builds, plus sign, it should find it. Yep, IT Learning Resources. So then sheet name, which I didn't put a specific sheet name, so it's just sheet 1. Row number. So row number 1, I guess it'll just start at row. And it does have headers in this one. And actually, it will pull in those values. It'll pull in the headers. So the email, country, preferred learning resources, all those headers that I showed earlier, at least what we currently have in different columns. And so then all we have to do is we have to map what is coming in from our Typeform, map those responses that Make will parse and put them into each of those columns in our row. So see mappable answers here for Typeform. So what is your email address? That'll go in the email category. Country, what country are you residing in? Preferred learning resources, there we go. IT topics, how do you prefer to stay updated? Perfect. In your opinion, what's the best way to get a job? And then specific skills. So that is just the way that Make lets you map between 2 different modules. It'll pull the data that's from one as it comes in, and then it'll move it along to the Google Sheets module. And then those responses will end up in the row, the correct row and correct column. So then we hit OK on that. Make sure you save. Always got to make sure you save. Since this is a webhook, we can have it so it will immediately run as data arrives. You have to make sure that you set that so as soon as you submit the form response. And save again. Got to be compulsively saving because you never know when something's going to crash. In IT in general. Now we have that set up. We're going to just run a little test. We'll go back to our Typeform, go to share. We can copy the link, go to the link as if we are filling out this form. So welcome to the IT Learning Resources and Topics Survey. So we'll start. So email address, and I'm going to put in business address. Which country are you residing in? A bunch of options here. I'm going to say Japan. And what are your preferred learning resources? So I like video tutorials like this one. We'll do that. IT topics. Let's do programming languages since it's automation. It's not really programming languages, but how do you prefer to stay updated on latest trends? And we'll say social media. Just like this YouTube video. In your opinion, what's the best way to get a job in IT? We'll say certifications and IT projects. What skills do you think will be most in demand? Everybody knows the answer to this one. Cybersecurity. Then we'll submit, and it submitted our form, our type form. So now we should be able to go, yeah, right there. IT Learning Resources. It did fill in, I did say to have headers. I'm not sure why it just filled that in without maintaining the headers. Let's see. Update a row. Oh, I think it's because I said row 1. Okay, so you wouldn't necessarily want that. Oh, so I'm having, okay, so that's my first my first error here. So enter the row number. It's only going to fill in that row. So if we go into Google Sheets, yeah, appends a new row. This is what happens. So we needed to actually add a row, not update a row. So let me just fill this in real quick and then we'll get back to it. Okay, so now we have it set up to add a row to Google Sheets instead of update. And it's a similar process. Everything is mapped, but I didn't have to choose a specific row number. It'll just add it as we go down. But now I have table contains headers. That should all be good. Okay, and we'll test it one more time. Should receive it as it gets the answers. Email. country to US this time. Let's do video tutorials, cybersecurity, tech blogs. Change it up. That's fine. Best way to get, let's just put certs, keep it quick. Specific skills, cyber. And submit it. So, yep, there we go. Our responses came in here. Bold our header rows. And we got our responses. So I'm sure you're thinking, but Zach, why would we need to do this and store it in a Google Sheet when Typeform already does that, it already saves the responses for us? Because we're now able to take those responses and filter them to do whatever we want to do with the data. So I'm going to create a filter in Make so that if someone fills out the survey form and they choose that their preferred learning platform is online courses, I'll send them a custom email promoting my brand new online course. And if they choose podcasts, then I will send them a recommendation, a list of some of my favorite IT podcasts. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to take those responses and then we're going to filter them based on response. So we'll add in what is called a router, and that's going to happen after it receives the response from the Typeform and it's added to the Google Sheet. And we'll have two different routes. So depending on what type of learning resource they're looking for. So we'll put if online course. And so if they say preferred learning resource, online courses. So you put a label and then you set your condition. So as long as that answer is equal to online courses, they choose that from the drop down, it will take that path in the automation. And then we'll set our second filter if they want to choose podcasts. And we will preferred learning resources, and that text is equal to podcasts. Hit OK on that. And then all we're going to do is just set up a email module. And you could create a draft and then send it later, but since we want it to be automated, we're going to do send an email. And you can have it save the message, so it'll save it in your sent mail. You'll have to set up a connection to your Google account. And then to the recipient, I'll just do same hello@zakdebugs.com. Send it back to myself. So for this one, this is the online course. So subject, check out my new online course. Hello, I heard you like to learn from courses. I just finished an online course in automation. I think you'll like it. Something like that. Best, Zach. Okay, so that's our subject and the content of the email. You can add an attachment if you like. Hit OK on that. And then we're actually, so then we'll add the same thing. So the send an email. So send an email. Save the message. Connects to our Google account. Add ourselves. You could also, you could segment a list of emails and you could send to that as well. New podcast. Oh no, let's do this. It's my favorite IT podcasts. Hello, I heard you like to learn from podcasts. Here are some of my favorite. And we would put in some kind of hyperlink here. Best, Zach. Okay, that looks good. So that is our automation. Make sure I save. So the Typeform response comes in, gets saved in the Google Sheet, and then depending on what they said about the learning topics, it will route to the different module and then send them an automatic email. So to do our final test, we know it's going to be automatic. So we will go back to our form, refresh on that. our email in there. Let's put Japan this time. Preferred learning resources. So let's say we did podcasts. Which of the following we're interested in cloud computing? How do you prefer to stay updated? Let's say tech blogs. What's the best way to get a job in IT? Networking and LinkedIn. Specific skills. Nunchuck skills. Bow hunting skills. Perfect. So I submitted the form. We'll check. Yep. Came through. And then if we check our email, well, so this is another thing we can do. We can check the make automation, the execution. So the history, details of this execution. And right here, we're able to see that the responses came in. We got these little bundles, is what they're called in Make, and shows our answers for each of the questions. Went to the Google Sheet, saved it in the spreadsheet, and then you'll see these little filters. And so if podcasts, and it received that it was true, that it was equal to podcasts, and it sent an email to our recipient. So if we go over to our email, there you go. Hello, I heard you like to learn from podcasts. Here's some of my favorites. And there would be some links in there. So there you go. That is the final automation. I guess one more thing on the history. So it's really helpful that if you have something that fails, if you have an execution of an automation fails, it'll show up. You can enable it to save incomplete executions to then debug later, to save the data that it received and then debug and run those automations. But you also can go to your history and see things that have run, and it's a good way to make sure that things are working correctly. So that's it. We built a simple automation to collect Typeform responses and store them in Google Sheets. Then we took things further by setting up some filters to be able to respond to users or to respond to respondents of the form with a custom email. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you learned something new. And if you're looking for some other projects and other inspiration for systems and projects you can build, I highly recommend the Make.com template library. Or otherwise, consider subscribing to the channel for new automation and IT tutorials and videos each week. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.